Hello Internet, hello Eisenbahn Finder, hello fellow modellers. Bit of a video here today. I was going to make it about 5 or 10 minutes long. I'm not sure how long it's going to be because this is a bit of a rant video. I'm doing this video purely in English. Das tut mir leid, alle in Deutschland. Diese Video wird in Englisch sein. Ich will nicht zwei Videos tun und das wird ein bisschen länger sein, wenn ich in beide Englisch und Deutsch mache. So, tut mir leid. Aber hoffentlich Sie können meine Englisch verstehen. Ich werde ein bisschen langsam sprechen, then hoffentlich werden Sie mich verstanden. So, like I just said to the guys there, I'm not doing this video in German, I'm just doing it in English. I'm trying to speak a bit slower so that the guys abroad can understand what I'm saying, because I speak really fast. So, I've just received, well, before this, as this parcel came and I was unpacking it, I got a blip on my phone, and AK have just put a video out showing their new 3rd generation acrylics paint. Funny enough, that's what's arrived at my door today. Now, I ordered, let me just see if I can see this here. I just want to show you the bottom, not the bit with my address on obviously, but you can probably see it says €560 there, and it says one box full of paints. Right, so it's not actually right. They're advertising they've got 236 and the set is 236. I've just counted all the paints that I've got here and I've got 230, so I'm 6 bottles short, or 6, whatever you want to call them. So that's the first disappointment. Their mathematics isn't fantastic. Now if they're actually only selling 230 and I'm dissing them, then I'm out of line, but I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure there should have been 236 bottles in here. They came in 2 boxes, and then I got 5 or 6 inks came in this because they wouldn't all fit in the box that they were in. So I looked at all the bottles. As you can see, I had them all lined up. There was a line of bottles there, but they're actually in the drawer, which I'll show you in a minute, because this set came with a wooden box as part of an exclusive deal with a really high quality box, evidently. So I've not had a chance to try the paints. I've used, let me pull 2 out of here so I can show you quickly. So these 2 paints here, you'll see what I've done, and they're still wet now. This is after, I think they're still wet anyway. Yeah, they are, but they're still wet. There's the mark on my finger to prove it. So I just took some paint out and put it on the top of the lid like they suggest that you can do, so you can see what colour the paint is, so you can match it with whatever you want, which I think was a great idea. A bit of a gimmick really, because you know, you can see what the paint's like. You know, any modeller, whether you're being a professional modeller or just a modeller for fun, like I model railway German European models, and I do a lot of weathering on my wagons, as you'll probably see from my website, on my YouTube channel, if you care to look. Doesn't matter if you don't. I'm not advertising my channel here because I don't need to do. I'm not interested in 10 million hits. All I want to do is just tell people, keep people up to date with things that I'm buying and the quality of stuff, and like that's my main thing. And these bottles are fine, but they advertise that you don't need to shake them. Rubbish. Any modeller out there who uses paints, you know that you've got to shake your paint. Don't care what anybody says. AK can turn around all day and say you don't need to shake these, you can use them straight from the bottle. Load of rubbish. I had to shake both of these. And as for being able to use them straight from the bottle, if you want a really thick paint over your model, then maybe yeah. But again, all you guys that use the paints from these manufacturers, whatever manufacturer it might be, you know that you need to mix your paint with whatever to make it ideal for what you want to use. I'm still not convinced I can put this in my airbrush and spray it straight out and get what I'm after on it. Not convinced. I've not done that because I don't want to use any of this paint, because I'm going to be sending this back. I used a little bit off the top of that lid on a brush just to try it, put a bit of water in with it, mix it a bit, just to see what sort of thing, but I couldn't really tell in a very short time whether the paint will do what I want it to do. So I'm not going to comment on the quality of the paint. I'm going to assume that it'll be alright, and there's no doubt in the next two to 3 days we'll see a lot of videos of AK's 3rd generation paint. I hope that their paint is better than what their box is, because if it's not, they're going to have thrown a lot of money at this for nothing. I'm not happy with what I've got. Let me pop these 2 bottles back into the pack, and then let's go on to the bit that's really wound me up. I was expecting 236 bottles here and got 230, so that's my first gripe. You get a pamphlet which shows you the chart with all the paint numbers on it and the quality of the, well, not quality of the paint, it shows you the colour of the paint, that's more like it, and that's a small hand paper, which is fantastic. You also get a big A4 page pamphlet, bit of advertising on it, but there is some good useful information in there telling you about what, where and why. Also a bit of advertising like you normally would do, but the colour chart in it's really good, hence why I found out I was 6 bottles short, because I'm missing bottle 231 to 236 along the bottom there. As you can probably see, they're the ones that I'm missing, and they would have been used a lot. I use a lot of the darker colours. Out of the 230 bottles that I've got here, I would have probably used about 185 maybe, with the colours that are there, that I could have used for weathering. Maybe a few more, maybe 210 maybe, because of terrain and stuff like that, so I could have used the other colours that are a bit more dynamic. A lot of pastels and stuff like that. Maybe alright for washing buildings and stuff like that, but the majority of the paint that I would have been using would have been for making my models look older and for making the track area looking older as well. So that maybe this isn't value for money for me, I don't know, but I bought it anyway because I wanted it. I wanted to buy the set. But the thing that's cheesed me right off, just give me a second while I pick my camera up. Now this is a handheld. I've got a handheld machine on my iPhone here. So let me just see if I can tilt this a bit. There we go. So as you can see, this is their so-called fantastic box that they've sent out. Now I've got a gripe about this straight away. So without wasting time here, let's get on with what it is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm no mathematician, right? But if you'd have made a bit more of a gap there and put a 10th bottle in, that for me would have been fantastic. And then if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the same thing again. So if there's a gap there for like 1/4 of a bottle. If they'd have made that a bit longer, so you could get another bottle in there and got 12 bottles in there, 10 rows of 12 in 2 lids would have given me 4 spare slots had I got the 236 bottles. Obviously, I've only got 230, so there'd have been more slots available. So this box has been thrown together without any thought, and that's the most disappointing thing about AK, because anyone who uses AK products, they know that their products are pretty on the mark most of the time. They do what it says on the can, but this box to me is a waste of space. It's an absolute cost that shouldn't have even been bothered about, but it's come in the box and it is what it is, right? I could have put up with having another 10 bottles on the side somewhere. Wouldn't have been a big deal. But the thing that's a big deal about it is the quality of this box. So if you just bear with me a second, guys, while I just pull this drawer out the bottom with these paints in here and put that to the side, and then drag the other drawer out the top. And just lay that on my track, and then pick up the box and place it on here. So I can turn it up the other way around. So you can probably see straight away, I don't need to turn it into the light, you can see for yourselves that the finish on the bottom of this box is nothing short of shocking. I'm going to hold it at a light, at an angle, so that you can now see, but there's like the chips in the bottom of the wood here, they've stapled this wood on. You know, they've just stapled it. You can see the quality of the wood. Look at this, it's just, everything about this is shocking, but what's more shocking is check this out on the side of this box, right? That wouldn't even straight. It's been put together by, I don't know, look at this at the top, right? I mean, look at that, that is shocking. That should be level with that, right? And the insert in here is exactly the same, it's sunken past the point. That is the worst bit of woodwork I've ever seen in my life. I'm pretty certain, right, a 5-year-old kid could have done better than that. It's just shocking. And AK have put their name on this. Don't know why. But if you check out the top of the box, look at that. The whole of the box, it's not straight. It's the worst bit of work I've ever seen in my life. And if you look at the bottom there, look, it doesn't even match up along the bottom there. We've just seen that on the other side, obviously. But you can see all the chips in the wood. You know, it's just not flush at all. And I'm really, really, really disappointed. And the logo on the front, I mean, there's white bits over the black paint. They've probably just done that to make it look like an ammo box or something like that, because that's the way they do their stuff. But even the paint, it's just, I'm just disappointed. And you can see that there's like bits of chip on the side of it, and there's holes in it, and it's just not a quality product at all. And I bought this because they were making it sound like this was a really nice extravagant box. AK, if that's your slant on a quality box, you're taking the pure. And I'm telling you now, this lot's getting in the post tomorrow and coming back to you guys for a full refund. I'm absolutely disappointed. Whether the quality of the paint's good or not, only time will tell, and you'll stand or fall by whatever happens on here. But that box, you need to have a close look at your boxes. And if anyone else has bought a box, please do a video on it if it's better than my box. It'll be interesting to see, because I bet you 10 quid or not that all these boxes are going to be exactly the same. They're just not. Just look at the light shining on them. Oh, I'm furious, man. The paint's fantastic. The box, it's just a mess. So I'm going to send this back tomorrow, like I said. Forgive my camera's just trying to flip round because I'm moving it around too quick, but I'm quite disappointed because I was expecting better from these guys. I've bought stuff of them in the last couple of years. It's always been fantastic, but this has been the most disappointing purchase, and I will never ever purchase a large amount of stuff off you guys again. I will also always do a testing from now on, because at the end of the day, I'm sure the paint will be fine, because you've been doing paint for years, so there's no doubt that your paint will be fine. Whether it's third generation, I'm sure that a lot of the top models out there who are putting their name on this, well, I hope the ones that are putting their name on it have had a proper go at this before they do put the name to it properly. And as you can tell, this is just not a sponsored video at all. But anyway, I've had me gripe. Some of the lids, that's something else. I don't know how many, I can't remember, was it 3 or 4 or something. I had to re-screw some of the lids back on the boxes because they weren't screwed in. They were screwed on incorrectly, and they weren't fully flush. None of the paint came out of them, but they were on at an angle, as if they were double threading over them. So I'm guessing it's a machine that's done this. So it might just be there's an odd dodgy bottle here or there. But overall, marks for the box, 1 out of 10. Can't even give it any more than that. Packaging for the bottles, yeah, 8. About the paint's not drying on top of the bottle on plastic. That might take 24 hours for that to dry. Don't matter, I'm sending it back anyway. Quality of the paint, again, like I say, I haven't got a clue what the quality of the paint is, but that for me is a bit of a joke. 11 and 9 bottles, and then you send out 230 and expect them to fit in a box. They just don't fit in. So you guys have not thought about this. You've just given it someone to knock up. Oh, the quality of the finish, it's all rough, very rough on here. It's not a good product, guys. It's just pants. And this really is a bit of a concern for me about whether I'm going to buy any stuff from you guys in the future. I'm hoping when someone does a video on your paint, I might even just retain one of these bottles and send a lot back, and you can bill me for 1 bottle. In fact, you can give me that bottle for the cost of flipping posting back to you, because it's going to cost me 25 quid to send this lot back to you because of the weight. So that's my rant for the day, guys. I was hoping to give you some good news, but obviously that's not the case. So I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Feel free to give us a like or a dislike if you want. I collect dislikes just as much as I collect likes, because anyone who sticks a thumb up or down on here, I'm quite happy and content to accept that. It means that you're looking at my videos. if you've got anything to say about this, if any of you guys out there that have bought a box like I've got and your box is top, I'd love to know about it. Please let me know. I'm going to be linking this to AK's website as well. They're probably not going to be impressed with this, but the video that they sent out to me an hour ago, I'm going to be commenting on that about, you know, how poor their box is, so that people don't go. They'll probably bar me off it, but I'm not bothered. I don't like people wasting money for nothing. So please, guys at AK, get your finger out and give us a product. 500 and God, I can't remember what it was. 560 euros. You've probably charged me 60 euros for that bit of wood. It's crap. It's really poor. I'm gutted. I wanted to keep this. I wanted this set, and now I'm going to be sending it back to you. So, what more can I say, guys? I'm disappointed. Anyway, guys, anyone's got any questions about these paints? Don't ask me. Ask AK, because I haven't got a clue. Stevie Wonder could have knocked that box up better than them. I can't get my head around it. It's shocking. There's even inks in this. I wanted to use the inks as well, because I loved using inks when I used to do figures years ago, and I've not used inks on my locos. I love to use some dark inks to get shadows, and there's some really nice inks in here, but it's going back. Anyway, enough of me ranting. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Ich hoffe, alle in Deutschland und über die ganze Europa haben eine schöne Wochenende. Und bis meinem nächsten Video, das wird in ein paar Tage sein, vielleicht Montag oder Dienstag nächste Woche. Ich habe ein neues Logo gekauft und some neue Wagens. Werde ich ein schnelles Video tun auf diesem Wochenende. So, alles gut. Tschüss alle. See everybody. Hope you enjoyed my video. And if you didn't, sorry.